So just quickly, thank you all so much for your response to my previous ration book recipes video. I'm really glad people enjoyed it. If you haven't watched that yet, but you really want to know like what the hell a mock goose is supposed to be, you can go back and watch that now. Or alternatively, if you don't give a shit about mock goose, that's also fine. I'm coming in today with more genuine 1940s recipes that use store-cupboard ingredients and staples that will hopefully be accessible to you at this time of food shortages. The supermarket is a lawless hellscape, so please try and stay inside and use what you've got, and hopefully these recipes will be helpful to you, you know, if you're struggling to get your hands on basics like dairy, eggs, flour. Unless it's like toilet roll, I can't really help you with toilet roll. The first recipe I want to show you today is by Margarita Patton OBE. Because of sugar shortages during the war and the availability of root vegetables, carrots were used in a bunch of stuff, so most famously carrot cake, but by no means limited to. You could even put a carrot on a stick and give it to a child instead of a nice lolly, provided that you hated that child. So this is a recipe for carrot scones. We're talking no eggs, barely any fat, there's 2 tablespoons of margarine or butter, creamed with 4 tablespoons of sugar. It says 8 tablespoons of carrot, which I just think is a stupid way to measure carrot, so for me that's about 80 grams. Finally, I'm mixing in 180 grams of flour and a teaspoon of baking powder. If you don't have a scale, that's about 12 tablespoons of flour, but also if you don't have a scale, you should probably think about like sorting your life out. Basically, the more you beat the carrots, the more juice should come out of them, so that should hold the mixture together. I think if you needed to, you could add some like milk or plant milk. But like, as of anything in life, just try smacking it around first. That's terrible advice. The recipe says it makes 12, but as with a lot of period recipes, nah mate. So I make 6 good sized scones out of this, and I'm also giving them a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a little stroke. Brush. I'm also giving them a little brush with some plant milk and a sprinkle of sugar before they go in the oven. That's at about 190 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. While these are in the oven, I'm making a quick mock clotted cream, which I'm fully expecting to be dreadful. It's from a government pamphlet. And also it calls for powdered milk, which I don't think people have anymore unless they are me. So technically this doesn't fit the assignment, but like I'm here and I'm doing it anyway. My second proper recipe of the day is for a vegetable pie with an oat and cheese crust. If you were here for potato content, I'm sorry, we're extremely on the oat train right now. But I promise I will teach you how to make weird potato nightmares another time. This calls for 1.5 pounds or about 700 grams of mixed cooked vegetables. This is the 40s, so they're expecting you to have boiled them. However, we have evolved in the last 80 years and now we like our food to actually taste of things, so I'm not going to do that. This is a careful selection of whatever was going off in the fridge with some oil and some rosemary. I think a frozen veg mix would work really well here.
I'm simmering this in about 1/2 pint or 300 ml of stock for about 10 minutes until it's all soft. I'm going to season it, and then finally, the original recipe doesn't call for a thickening agent, but I'm adding 2 tablespoons of corn flour mixed with 2 tablespoons of cold water, and that's just going to thicken it up right at the end.
I forgot there's actually mashed potato in the crust of this. Incredible scenes.
For the pastry, we're mixing 30 grams of margarine with 60 grams of leftover mashed potato and adding 60 grams of grated cheese. This is vegan cheese. 60 grams of oatmeal, 120 grams of flour and a pinch of salt. I'm adding just enough cold water to bring it together into a dough. Roll out the pastry, cover the pie and bake at 190 for 20 to 30 minutes. Super simple, super good. like you're in bed at home or just trying to make fresh loaves last longer. Don't waste your daily bread. Dip the loaf quickly in and out of water or cold milk. Put in a greased tin and bake in a moderate oven until crisp, and it will eat like new.
Apparently I'm doing like a stale bread bit now, so here's something else that you can do with dried breadcrumbs. It's weird because, of course it is. This is called crumb fudge. It's obviously not like fudge. It's really hard to describe, more maybe like a fridge cake. It's like something with biscuit crumbs in. So we're starting with a saucepan to melt 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, maple syrup, corn syrup, whatever we'll do here, 60 grams of margarine, 60 grams of sugar, I'm using light brown, and 60 grams of cocoa powder. Stir in a bit of vanilla or whatever flavour you've got, and then between 120 and 180 grams of dried breadcrumbs. Spread in a greased 7-inch tin and leave to chill. It says leave for 24 hours, but like, oh my god, here's one I made earlier. It's like I knew. This is incredible. I think it's going to be nicer the longer you leave it, but honestly you could do it overnight and I think it'd be fine. Or like 3 hours. 1 hour, fuck it. Chaos rules. Do whatever you want. And there we go. 3 2.5 recipes to use up what you've got and to keep you going. I cut my hand slicing a scone, which is honestly just a parody of myself at this point. As always, let me know if you try anything, especially that pie. Very easy if you just have like a bunch of vegetables and no idea what to do with them. Please stay safe and have fun. This calls for 1.5 pounds or about 700 grams. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Gross.